windows were still open. The last train was waiting, so was I. The station clock was leaning into midnight. Silver hands above the empty hall. My footsteps crossed the marble like a secret, too soft to wake the posters on the wall. The porter pulled a shutter over coffee. The final paper folded on the stand. Beyond the glass, the carriage lights were glowing. A row of little rooms across the darkened land. The board above me flickered with one promise: last train home in amber, clean and bright. I held the ticket folded in my pocket, warm from the pressure of my hand all night. A bell rang once beneath the iron ceiling. The doors remained politely open wide. I could have crossed the yellow line between us. I could have taken one small step inside. But every place I thought I had to reach grew quiet when the engine began to breathe. The platform waited underneath my feet. The train said leave, the silence said remain. Last train home, waiting at the edge of midnight. Last train home, all the windows burning gold. One step forward, one life carried through the darkness. One step missing and the night became my own. Last train home, you were ready when I wasn't. Last train home, you were never running late. The doors were open, but my heart stayed on the platform. You left on time, I let you take the way. A woman in a blue coat found her carriage, her suitcase turning softly at her side. A boy asleep against his father's shoulder never saw the station drifting by. Two lovers shared a cigarette in silence, then crushed the ember underneath a shoe. They boarded without looking back behind them, as if the road had always told them what to do. The guard stepped out and checked the length of metal, his green lamp low beside his polished sleeve. He looked at me, not set someone free to leave. The warning tone began its measured counting. The final doors prepared to close as one. I felt the whole machine become a sentence, already moving before the words were done. And every reason waiting in my mouth lost shape beneath the rhythm of the wheels. The platform lights ran pale across the steel. The train said now, my body answered no. Last train home, waiting at the edge of midnight. Last train home, all the windows burning gold. One step forward would have carried me through the darkness. One step missing showed me where my choices are. Last train home, you were ready when I wasn't. Last train home, you were never mine to blame. The doors had closed, but my heart stood on the platform. You left on time, I finally chose to stay. The amber letters vanished from the board. The clock moved on without me asking why. A cleaner crossed the platform with a bucket. A moth kept circling one fluorescent light. I placed the ticket underneath the time turbo. The train was gone. But the rail beneath my hand was still humming. The track was still vibrating long after the red lights disappeared. The track was still vibrating, like the night had not accepted that the train was gone. I stayed beside the yellow line while the final carriage became a red point beneath the tunnel mouth. The station changed immediately, only the low electric ache running under the platform, through the steel, through the soles of my shoes. I placed one hand against the cold railing. The metal answered softly. A porter crossed behind me with a ring of keys, hitting time against his leg. He did not ask why I was still there. The tunnel held the shape of what had left. The rails after the song was gone. The track was still vibrating long after the red lights disappeared. The track was still vibrating, like the night had not accepted that the train was gone. I could feel it through the platform, through the silence, through my bones. The track was still vibrating. I was not moving still. Something carried on. Paper cup rolled along the tiled floor, caught inside a draft, then stopped beneath a bench. The departure board showed one empty row. A cleaner reached up and turned off the lamp above platform 3. The shadows changed places. For a moment, the station looked older. I walked toward the end of the platform where the roof gave way to open air. Rain had darkened the sleepers. Every wooden beam held a narrow shine. The signal beyond the bridge changed from green to amber, then red. No train followed. Every time I had mistaken motion for certainty, the railway did not care. It carried anyone who stepped inside and left behind anyone who did not. Only distance measured in steel. A woman from the night staff stood beside the ticket machine, counting coins. She looked toward me and smiled once. Last one, she asked. I nodded. Always feels louder after it leaves. Then she returned to the coins. The tunnel held the shape of what had left. Kept singing after the song was gone. The track was still vibrating long after the red lights disappeared. The track was still vibrating, like the night had not accepted that the train was gone. I could feel it through the platform, through the silence, through my bones. The track was still vibrating. I was not moving still. Something carried on. with doors closing, some with distance growing small enough to mistake for peace. The board went dark, one line at a time. First the destination, then the hour. The station hall had emptied into echoes, a wide blue room beneath the midnight glass. The ticket gate stood open without meaning, their green lights blinking for no one to pass. Above the stairs, the final board was glowing, one amber promise hanging in the air. The letters held their shape a little longer, as if the night itself were waiting there. I watched the destination lose its ending, the final letters breaking into black. The hour remained, then flickered into nothing, and every road refused to answer back. A cleaner pause beneath the silent panel, her bucket shining under ceiling light. She looked up once, then carried on without me, already used to watching futures leave the night. When the departure board goes blank, where do all the journeys go? Do they vanish with the letters, or continue where we do not know? When the departure board goes blank, every platform looks the same. No city waiting in the distance, no hour calling out a name. I used to trust the language of departures, the ordered rows, the times, the polished signs. A place became a promise when illuminated, a future measured cleanly into lines. Platform 2 for northbound after midnight, Platform 6 for coast and morning rain. Change at Central Mine, the closing doorway. Everything arranged back the hall instead of trains. My face appeared above the empty columns, held where all the destinations used to remain. Behind me someone dragged a metal shutter. A final kiosk closed beneath the chain. The coffee smell was thinning into cold air. The roof kept gathering the whisper of the rain. I touched the ticket folded in my pocket. The paper edge had softened in my hand. Without the board to tell me where it mattered, it felt less like permission than a plan. When the departure board goes blank, where do all the journeys go? Do they vanish with the letters or continue where we do not know? When the departure board goes blank, every platform looks the same. No city waiting in the distance, no hour calling out a name. The ticket stayed valid. Train was gone. Both fit inside the same small piece of paper. I found a seat beneath the station window, where rain drew silver branches on the glass. The station clock kept polishing minutes, though every useful hour had already passed. The ticket opened in my fingers, creased through the center, softened at the sides. One journey standard valid until morning, a promise printed in black and white. I turned it over, searching for a sentence that might explain what unused journeys mean. was a number, barcode, date and warning, but nothing for the place between leave and remain. A kiosk woman crossed the concourse, her heels keeping time with the station hum. She saw the ticket trembling in my fingers and said, "You can still use it when the first trains come." But morning felt like someone else's answer, another route prepared before I knew. The paper said the choice was still available. My heart did not know what to do. Destination I could name. The hall had grown almost elegant, with half the ceiling lights already gone. Shadows made the marble softer, warmer, and gave the empty benches somewhere to belong. A vending machine displayed 3 rows of bottles, green, red, and gold beneath a humming light. Coin that dropped the door, the sound inside the night. Beside the machine, a poster showed a coastline, a woman laughing underneath a summer sky. Go anywhere, the slogan said above her. I looked at the ticket and almost laughed at why. The paper said the road remained available. The clock said there was time enough to choose. But possibility can feel like obligation when every open door becomes a thing to lose. Still valid, still folded in my hands, still valid, though the last train left the land. Every line said I could go, every light said not tonight. shining softly on his shoulders and his hair. The clock kept moving. No train remained to prove the hour mattered. Pale beneath the station light, the minute hand advanced with perfect manners. One step deeper into night. 12:41 became 12:42. No whistle answered, no doors released. The tracks below were dark, but the clock continued with its speech. I watched the second hand complete a circle, then start again as if it had not learned. The train was gone, the board was blank, my ticket remained unused. A man in uniform crossed beneath a clock, carrying a folded sign beneath one arm. He never looked up. He had seen enough departures to know that time could pass without alarm. Every minute sounded louder after all the wheels were gone. Every number kept insisting that the night was moving on. Platform clock, counting what no longer matters. Platform clock, turning silence into time. You can measure every second, you can mark the final hour, but you cannot tell the difference between leaving and deciding. Platform clock, keep your hands above the station, keep them moving. I will not mistake them for signs. A cleaner dragged a yellow cart behind her, the rubber wheels complaining at each seam. She stopped beneath the clock to change a bin bag, then glanced at me as if I were a dream. You waiting for the first one? She asked softly. I said, I don't know. She tied the plastic tight. Well, that clock won't help you, she said, smiling. It only tells you when it never tells you right. Then she moved toward the ticket hall, leaving citrus soap and cold stayed longer than her footsteps. Impossible not to hear. The clock continued over both of us, steady as rain against the roof. Only numbers, pretending measurement was proof. Platform clock, counting what no longer matters. Platform clock, turning silence into time. You can measure every second, you can mark the final hour, but you cannot tell the difference between leaving and deciding. Platform clock, keep your hands above the station, keep them moving. I will not mistake them for a sign. At 12:50, one fluorescent light went dark. The platform lost a narrow strip of white. A moth that circled near the timetable moved closer to the clock's remaining light. Its shadow crossed the face at every turning, brief wings over numbers thin and gray. For one small moment, time looked interrupted. Then the second hand continued on its way. I thought of all the clocks I had obeyed. Alarm at 7, lunch at 1, the call at 5, the train at 12, the years arranged in columns, as if arrival were the same as being alive. The announcement played after everyone had gone. A perfect voice addressing an empty station. Speakers cracked overhead, then settled into an electric hum. A woman's voice arrived, calm as if the crowd had come. Attention please. The words crossed the rafters, past the benches, pillars, signs and stairs. Please stand behind the yellow safety line. Nobody stood there. Still the warning filled the air. The porter locked the kiosk, the cleaner crossed beyond the gate. A newspaper turned beneath the timetable, then rested where the draught had dropped its weight. The voice repeated every syllable, polished, measured, warm enough to trust. A message built for hundreds crossed the silence and landed on the dust. No one missed the meaning, no one raised Every word arrived on time and found an empty place. Announcement for nobody, clear above the rails, calling out a warning to the night that never fails. Announcement for nobody, every word still true. Please remain behind the line. This message is for you. Announcement for can keep on speaking when there's no one there at all. From somewhere underneath the station began to pulse against the tiled floor. Not music from a radio or speaker, just the building settling near the door. The message changed to service information. Delays may occur due to engineering works. No trains remained to suffer the disruption. No travelers waited angry, cold, or worse. I laughed beneath the clock face. The sound came back twice. The voice continued patient and immaculate, explaining inconvenience without price. A shudder struck the ground behind me. The impact gave the rhythm something strong. The station found a grooving closing, keys, soft wheels, a distant song. No one asked a question, no one made a claim. Every word kept traveling without a single name. Announcement for nobody, clear above the rails, calling out a warning to the night that never fails. Announcement for nobody, every word still true. Please remain behind the line. This message is for you. Announcement for nobody, echo through the hall. A voice can keep on speaking when there's no one there at all. A worker crossed from platform 7, orange jacket bright beneath the blue. He carried cables on one shoulder and nodded when the message started new. Unattended items may be removed by the security services. He looked toward my bag beside the bench, then smiled and said, "They're thorough here." The warning names, suspicious luggage, smoke, behavior, packages indoors. The station offered every kind of caution, except the one I needed most. How long can someone stand beside a journey after every reason to depart is gone? A recorded voice cannot see the listen. It cannot change its rhythm for a face. It cannot tell when The waiting room was locked. The light was on inside. A brass handle waited under the sign, waiting room in white enamel letters. The glass was frosted halfway up, but warm yellow light crossed the floor. I tried the door once, then again, as if the second touch might make the lock reconsider inside. 6 wooden chairs stood in 2 rows, a coat rack leaned near the radiator. A paper cup rested on the sill. Everything waited for people already gone. My reflection hovered over the room I could not enter, face divided by the glass, one half in the corridor, one half somewhere warm. There was shelter 3 inches from my hand. There was silence on the other side. The light was still on, a little square of warmth for a night already gone. The waiting room was locked. I stood outside the glow, close enough to see the chairs, too far to call it home. A station attendant came down the stairs, keys bright against his coat. I asked if he could open it. Closed after midnight, he said. Regulations. He looked through the glass. Platform benches are still available. Still available. Official, careful, almost kind. I thanked him. He walked away, his keys fading into the tunnel. The radiator clicked, then settled. I imagined the room holding heat for no one, keeping every chair warm out of habit. Behind the locked door, a winter timetable hung beneath clear plastic. Someone had circled a train to Brighton in blue ink. The circle remained, though the journey was months old. Below it, a notice warned against unattended belongings. The paper cup on the sill had been left anyway, a lipstick mark near the rim that made the place feel occupied, not by a person, but by proof that someone had waited there and expected the door to open. There was shelter 3 inches from my hand. There was silence on the other side. The waiting room was locked, but the light was still on. A little square of warmth for a night already gone. The waiting room was locked, and I stood outside the glow, close enough to see the chairs, too far to call it home. I sat on the platform bench instead, cold metal through my coat, rain moving softly beyond the tracks. The roof held every drop and returned it as a whisper. From there, the waiting room looked smaller. A lit box, a pod scene, a place with rules and no one left to enforce them. The clock showed 1:33. The station breathed through vents and wires. I wondered whether warmth is still comfort when it cannot reach you. Whether a room is welcoming when the door says no. Some doors are locked because the hour is late, some because someone has decided you should not enter, some because the room has finished being useful. But sometimes the hardest door is the one that proves what you wanted was never distance, only permission. I had crossed half the city, I had reached the final train and stayed when it left. Still one locked room could make me feel I had arrived too late. At 1:46 the cleaner returned with a ring of smaller keys. She opened the door only long enough to collect the paper cup. Warm air across the corridor, soap, dust. The footsteps crossed the underpass before I did. Slow enough to follow, too far ahead to see. The stairwell opened beneath platform 4, a narrow mouth of tile and faded blue. The sign above it pointed toward the exits, the car park, buses, streets I thought I knew. entered near the second landing. The tunnel floor held prints from wet shoes. Dark crescents left behind by hours of rain. Then came the footsteps. Not hurried, not afraid, a measured pair of heels against the stone. Four steps, a pause, then four more answers traveling through the passage on their own. I reached the bottom, no one turned the corner, only the sound remained beyond the bend. The underpass returned, each strike in layers, as if one walker carried several friends. Footsteps through the underpass, one beat ahead of mine. Every echo finds a wall, every wall returns the time. Footsteps through the underpass, near enough to keep me moving, far enough to stay unseen. A rhythm passing through the station, somewhere in between. The steps continued through the tiled passage, clean and even, neither fast nor slow. I matched them for a moment without meaning to, then changed my pace to let the distance grow. They slowed, I slowed, they stopped. The silence rose so quickly, I could hear the vending motors overhead. Water moving through a pipe behind the wall, my breathing where the footsteps had been led. Then one heel struck again, a single note. The second answered farther down the hall. The tunnel made a rhythm out of everything that passed. A shoe, a drop, a closing door, a sound that could not last. Footsteps through the underpass, one beat ahead of mine. Every echo finds a wall, every wall returns the time. Footsteps through the underpass, near enough to keep me moving, far enough to stay unseen. A rhythm passing through the station, somewhere in between. At the center of the tunnel, three directions split beneath a painted sign. Left for taxis, right for buses, straight ahead for streets beyond the line. The footsteps chose the passage toward the river. I could tell by how the echo lost its weight. The ceiling rose, the distance widened near the final gate. I turned the same way, not to find them. Not exactly. Only because the sound had made a path more certain than the arrows on the ceiling, more alive than any route upon the map. A saxophone began somewhere above me, one long phrase from a late and hidden room. The notes fell down the stairwell with the footsteps and changed the tiled corridor from stone to blue. For several bars, the heel and horn move together. Step, low note, step, a breath. Then the player bent the final phrase upward while the footsteps disappeared beneath the street. Some sounds ask to be followed, not because they promise answers, not because a stranger waits to turn and call your name. They simply give the darkness a direction and a measure, a reason for the body to keep moving all the same. A private pulse becomes a public rhythm when the walls return it through the stone. For one brief passage, every lonely step can sound as if it is not walking alone. Near the river exit, I found a woman standing underneath the final strip of station light. Gray coat, red shoes. The board had one final line. No more departures tonight. For once, the station said exactly what it meant. The words appeared in amber above the empty concourse, steady now, without a flicker. No destination, no platform number, no delay. Only the night closed into one sentence. A woman in a navy coat stood beneath the board with both hands around a paper cup. She read the line twice, then smiled as if the station had finally stopped pretending. The cleaner pushed her cart toward the shuttered cafe. The porter checked the locks on platform 3. Somewhere below, a machine released one last mechanical sigh. All evening, every sign had pointed outward. Every arrow had carried a name. Now the board held nothing but the truth that remained. No more departures tonight. No more windows burning gold. No more doors to hold open. No more reasons to be told. No more departures tonight. Let the empty platform breathe. When the last road closes, there is still a place to be. I walked beneath the darkened timetable, past the bench where I had folded and unfolded my ticket. A man in a gray suit stood by the exit, speaking softly into his phone. Yes, I missed it. A pause. No, don't wait up. He listened, then laughed. I'll find somewhere. He ended the call, looked at the board and nodded once. Not defeated, rearranged. Outside, the taxis waited beneath the thin white rain. Inside, the station kept its amber sentence. The navy-coated woman finished her coffee and placed the cup beneath the clock. I hate that sentence, she said. I asked her why. Because it sounds final. She looked toward the locked gates, then back at the board. But morning always comes and makes it wrong. The remark stayed with me after she left through the taxi doors. For several minutes I watched the amber letters without feeling trapped by them tonight. Not forever. One night with its edges clearly drawn. We give too much power to the language of departure. Last call, final service, doors closing. Do not board, but final is often only temporary. Wearing a serious voice, the tracks remain, the city remains, the ticket remains soft inside my coat, and I remain too. Not left behind, not rescued, simply here after movement stopped. At 1:49 the porter dimmed the lights above platform 2. The pillars turned blue-gray, the rails became two quiet lines under the roof. He passed me on his way back. You'll need to leave when I close the hall. I nodded. How long? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Enough time to become attached to almost anything. A room, a thought, a version of yourself that exists only between one closed door and the next. No more departures tonight. No more windows burning gold. No more doors to hold open. No more reasons to be told. No more departures tonight. Still the morning keeps its key. When the last road closes, there is still a way to leave. No more departures tonight. Let the empty platform rest. Sometimes nothing leaving is the moment we can hear ourselves best. One light remained above the final platform, and even that began to fade. The station had grown quiet, all shutters down, all footsteps nearly gone. The clock moved above empty arches, but nothing hurried on. A row of lamps withdrew along the platform, one after one, from silver into gray. Each pool of light grew smaller on the pavement, then folded into shadow where it lay. I stood beneath the last illuminated column, my coat still holding rain from streets outside. The tracks below were black and without answers, two narrow lines with nowhere left to guide. A porter crossed the bridge above the tunnel, his keys a soft percussion in the air. He raised one hand, not asking me to follow, only letting me know he knew I was there. Station lights going out, one by one across the stone, every shadow growing wider, every corner finding home. Station lights going out, nothing broken, nothing wrong. Night is only taking back what electricity held on. The waiting room still glowed behind its window, a yellow square beyond the locked glass door. The radiator clicked inside the silence, warming empty chairs and little more. I thought of all the places built for leaving, the signs, the gates, the arrows, numbered lines. How easily a room can look eternal when someone keeps the lamps on through the night. Then platform 5 went dark beneath the roof line. The bench became a shape without a name. A timetable disappeared into the pillar. The architecture stayed, but not the same. I touched the ticket folded in my pocket, its edges soft from hours in my hand. It no longer felt like failure or permission, only paper for a journey still unplanned. main hall lost its brightness. The chandeliers surrendered row by row. Blue emergency strips remained along the flooring. Small rivers showing where the doors would go. The cleaner wheeled her cart toward the service entrance. The porter checked the chain across the gate. Neither looked defeated by the darkness. They had closed this place 1,000 nights this late. I asked the porter whether he grew lonely when all the trains and passengers were gone. He thought a moment, then looked toward the ceiling. No, he said, the station isn't gone till dawn. The answer carried farther than he meant it. A simple fact beneath the iron frame. Darkness did not cancel the departures, and silence did not make the building strange.